OPATAFUOR no Okanesi Afraneba Yajino Grewi Nayajinemu Yamanayiko Prophet OPATAFUOR Yajino Grewi Yandiana Yajinemu Yamanayiko Prophet OPATAFUOR Nana basano ebeti akedi afo obebu dadi adapan ni we sumu akurade abie yemana yiko Prophet OPATAFUOR erade asiesie no sa o my dendene eno se sheki anase usumpa ni chirebe ye no yebewu no OPATAFUOR nsem eno sigana maye misimu se munye kuma efisa ye mumuna OPATAFUOR no afiri apa ono na odi erade huhuma won so ono beba beji erade maye free kwaye mo okana esi ofra na eba yajino grewi na yajinemu yamana yiko Prophet OPATAFUOR no yajino grewi yande na yajinemu yamana yiko Prophet OPATAFUOR adi erade na Prophet OPATAFUOR no Akanesio afiraneba yajino grewi na yajinemu yemanaiko Prophet OPATAFUOR yajino grewi yandie na yajinemu yemanaiko Prophet OPATAFUOR na wodu moja tumi akana na fompesu webu na yana wosa nyare wanso OPATAFUOR ni twedi ampo nyankumponi OPATAFUOR ni Yesu Kristo ni OPATAFUOR ni onkonkunu so ni enti se usai ne soa obaye nchenche mawai erinya wo hiri anampo su sedu bai the global sia asasia no naisia OPATAFUOR ni wayare senie OPATAFUOR ni uye diesu ni OPATAFUOR ni erade kwaje ni se wakane bere umpa egiri pie mu kese wai eyede ma o se wo beto ne poma no dade ekoti anu be podcast OPATAFUOR ni se wanke wo ho obeya asase tawai na me seki ana se wo so ni chebe ye no behu no OPATAFUOR nsem yajino grewi ayajinemu yamana yiko Prophet OPATAFUOR yajino grewi yandie na yajinemu yamana yiko Prophet OPATAFUOR adiera didi na Prophet OPATAFUOR no okanesi afiraneba yajino grewi na yajinemu yamana yiko Prophet OPATAFUOR misi yajino grewi yajinemu yamana yiko Prophet OPATAFUOR yajino grewi yajinemu yamana yiko Prophet OPATAFUOR yajino grewi yajinemu yamana yiko Prophet OPATAFUOR yajino grewi.
All right, greetings to you in the gracious confines of your abode. I believe you all are doing wonderfully well. Today happens to be on the 30th of May 2026, and it's exactly 6 minutes past the hour 8 o'clock p.m. As usual, when you see me on your screens, it's not anything new. I've come to share with you an undiluted word of God. So kindly share this live stream with a lot of people as much as you can. And do to either download this, cut it into pieces, and upload it on your channels. or whatever that you deem it fit, you can decide to do with it. Now, don't forget to channel your comment to the comment section, and I will be very grateful to receive your messages. And in case if it demands an answer, I will do my best to respond to you as well. So once again, you're highly welcome. Tonight, I'm here to throw light on what we meant by 72 boats. I've been saying it most of the times, the boats. One senior prophet sent me a message this particular afternoon, and he was saying, man of God, I've been enjoying your teachings, and your teaching speaks a lot of volumes. Tonight, if you can do me a favor by throwing more light on the boats for me, because I don't really understand what it means. So if you see me on your screens, I've come to throw light on what we meant by boats, B-O-L-T-S, because they are in numbers. If it were to be one, I would have said boats, but boats, since they are in numbers. So kindly grab your phone, your notebooks, and detail something down. But for the time being, in case if you have any message, please, with all due respect, bring it on board for discussion. Okay? I've dedicated some 5-10 minutes to you people, those that has questions. So do well to utilize this particular time, okay? Now we have a lot of messages at the comment section. Well, a lot of messages. Joseph Boateng, I didn't believe you're doing well. Bishop Belinda Brown of Mame, Bibi Aboko. Elizabeth Odro, Mom, I do not believe you're doing well. Doreen Sawa, Brefo, how you doing? I believe you're doing well. Nana J Senior, big ups to you. Jay, gradually you are heading to your old age, and still you haven't yet bought the private jet. Jay, what are you doing? Jay. Oh, nice. Fifi Suman, thank you very much. And Paul Suman from South Africa. Greetings to you as well. Alice Assam, Mr. Stewart, greetings to you as well. Roger Joseph, how you doing? I believe you also doing well. Nenesika Oklemekuku Bina, how you doing? I believe you're doing well. Greetings to you as well. First Lady Constance, how you doing? I believe you're also doing well. Richmond Asari, salute you, sir. I believe you're doing well. If you're how you doing? Greetings to you as well. Sheena, greetings to you as well. Akwaji, Dr. Odro, greetings to you as well. Lati, how you doing? I believe you're also doing well. Greetings to you as well. Linda, big ups to you. She says she's watching us live from Colorado. Greetings to you. I believe you're doing a happy Saturday to you all. If you still find yourself in a Saturday mood, go ahead and enjoy yourself. Now in Ghana, the weather is a little bit chilly, so if you are married, it will help you, okay? Some of us, it's none of our business. We don't care. Okay, let's move on. Patrick Ahin, welcome. Margaret also said, how you doing? Auntie Maggie. Davis Freeman, how you doing? Welcome as well. Thank you for your compliment. Kojapi Asante, Elizabeth Andrew. If it is Adunya, how you doing? I believe you're doing well. Hey, Linda, you have the guts to enjoy yourself. You are in the afternoon section and you're enjoying fufu in Colorado. Do you people have cassava there? I'm not sure. Yeah. Well, let me leave it there. Teresa, I believe you're hiding. I believe you're Aaron Babu. Happy to you. Happy Saturday to you as well. I believe you're also doing well. Reverend Joseph Jima. I want to visit you people in America. And when I come, do you know what I love most? If you can provide fufu morning, afternoon, evening, I'll not have issues with you. I'll come. Or UK, if you people can provide fufu morning, afternoon, evening, I'll come. But if you can't provide fufu, if there is no fufu in UK, I'm sorry, it will be a little bit difficult for me to visit you people, okay? I can't leave my fufu there. Mary Gamble, how you doing? I believe you're doing well. Mary Gamble says it's possible. Wow. Original fufu with our cocoyam, our plantains and stuff like that. It's very nice. Jane, how you doing? Jennifer, I believe you're also doing well. I hope you are enjoying your day. It shall be well. Mr. Chairman Yaofori, greetings to you as well. Kodro, say the Kodro, the minimum you need fufu na aduane na ato yo. Say any option, this is the aduane sa. Dr. Odro say unya nwapa na koto frafra na de bo fufuo ewia be 3:30 a. So na ma akika duro no kompa ne galika o se ekoyie papa chese no unya sa aduane ni biti na wura operations room. In fact, theater ho no uye operation kra bo hu an se wutwitwa sa eboa. Now when you read James chapter 4 verse 2, also call bedo ensunya and the Bible na din kan answer. Go descriptions na the aba. Right? Let's assume it's a prescription. You have prescribed a medicine that will help us. But you will not get it. That one you must agree with me on that, okay? Oh, okay. Mary Magdalene, I believe you're doing great. It shall be well. Let's move on. Linda. It sounds good, right? That's why I always want to push you people to make it live. It sounds so amazing when you enter into your 50s. Let's say 55, 56 years thereabout. And then you have some chicken change on you. You can just go to the market, get your grass cutter meat, get your sheep, your goat, whatever that you deem it fit. You let them kill it for you, prepare it right from there. Then you come home, cook it, and enjoy life. I love people who likes enjoying life. Okay, so enjoy life. I love it. Imagine one afternoon where they prepare some nice soup, okay? Like let's say on Sundays, then you give orders for them to kill a sheep, a male one, not a female sheep, a male sheep. Then you prepare light soup with it. I love the smell of it. Sheep, I'm not talking about goat. Goat meat comes with a lot of things. So I don't normally like goat meat. But when it comes to the sheep meat, after they have killed it on one Sunday afternoon, you can choose, or let's say on Saturdays, you see Saturdays about 4:30 p.m. thereabouts. Then they give you your pot of soup full of sheep meat. Then you enjoy life. Oh my goodness. You see the angels of the Lord descending in your house to come and pay you a visit. When you read the Bible says that when the angels appeared to Abraham right before the wife, Abraham gave an instruction to the wife, Sarah, to go and get some food for the angels, where Abraham caught one of the sheep and then killed it and gave it to Sarah to prepare some nice and delicious soup. Now, after the angels had finished eating, when they finished eating, this is where they made a pronouncement of blessings onto the womb of Sarah. Okay? So, sheep meat can cause a supernatural move in the realms of the spirit. I love it so much. Okay? Sheep meat is the best of all the meat in the markets. Please, if you have any question, you can as well bring it. Okay, tonight I am touching on the issues of 72 boats. 72 boats. Oh. Oh. It sounds good. Try and then get your objective right. Try and put things in its rightful, proportional order where it's supposed to be. Put yourself together. Organize yourself so that you will enjoy life. Okay? As for goat meat, I don't like it. I don't like it. Goat meat. It comes with a lot of things. So goat's meat is basically something that I don't like. Hegaba says, I don't eat meat. So, mommy, why? Why don't you eat meat? What's wrong? Most of you people, you have the assumption that when you eat meat, you die early. That's complete lie. Total lies. Who told you that when you eat meat, you will die? My father has been eating meat right from his early tender stage. I must tell you the truth. As a matter of fact, he is a hunter. He has been killing all forms of meat. The only meat I have not tasted is snake. The deer, the antelope, the even the tortoise. I've severally, I've ate tortoise, snail, grass cutter, the hedgehog. What else? A lot of meat. Nothing has happened to my father, and he's even stronger than some of you people. There is no meat apart from snake. As for snake, I will not eat it. And then dog. I don't like dog meat. Okay? I don't like dog meat. I don't like snake. Apart from that, you see, Dr. Odro says they are scared of cholesterol. You see, the cholesterol thing, I don't want to talk much about it, but cholesterol is something that they are using to intimidate you people, knowing fully well that the mind itself is full of cholesterol. The mind, the membrane, that thing in your mind or in your head is full of cholesterol. So how do you justify that? Okay, let me pause it. Okay, somebody says, what about pig? I'll not say I have not ate it before. I've ate it before, but I don't like it. It is not a clean meat. Pork meat kills your soul faster than everything. I have once ate it, and I didn't. I knew it was pork, but I was hungry and I had no option. So after I ate it, I have to perform a ritual, okay, or else you find yourself in troubles with the power of God. So I've ate pork meat before, not once, let's say 3 times, yeah, thrice. I've ate pork meat before, but I will never advise you to go and eat it because it kills your soul, it kills your spirit, it weakens you, it weakens your spirit. So what happened is that after you are done eating the pork meat, there is some kind of ritual that you need to perform, or else you'll not like what you see. So pork meat is something that, hey, fish, I don't like fish, I don't like, but I eat it, like red fish, tilapia, salmon, and those. I like the taste, but not the meat per se. But I don't like fish. I am the son of a hunter, so I eat blood thing. Anything that has blood, I like that. I don't like fish, these things. So get that. You see, let me tell you the truth. There are some spirit entities who drinks the blood of a pig. And there is no single pig on earth that has not been infested with demon. I'm not talking in respect of what transpired during the times of Jesus. But pig is an animal on its own. An animal who is being possessed even when the mother pig carries the piglets in the womb. Okay? So once they give birth to this particular pig, this small pig, baby pig, is already possessed. And that is the truth. Why? Because when the mother was carrying this piglet, they go to places that is full of dirt. They eat from places that are full of dirt. Okay? And most of these zones are infested with demons, especially the jinns. And the jinns are delicate spirits, very dangerous. So when you travel to China, Chinese people, they have a god that they serve. And this god, it is one of the deadliest principalities of all time. So this particular god, he drinks the blood of a pig to fortify itself. That is why most of the Chinese people, pork is one of their best meat. They are not eating the meat because they enjoy the pleasures it comes with. They are eating it because they are serving a deity which requires the sacrifices of those animals. Now, every powerful entity, every powerful deity that hails from the corridors of Africa. Let me use Ghana because I am in Ghana as I speak with you. Now, when you come to Ghana, the river gods, the river deities, and all the gods that we have in our families, these gods, the very moment you spill the blood of a pig on them, their power becomes neutralized. Once you spill the blood of a pig on them, their power becomes neutralized. That is why the Chinese people, when they came to Africa, they are able to mine in every river. Why? Because those of you who find themselves in mining site, you see clearly that majority of the Chinese people, they use what we call the blood of a pig to perform high-end rituals before they commence the digging of the ground and start excavating and stuff like that. So you realize that majority of the rituals that these Chinese people perform, they use what we call pig. Why? Because once they spill the blood of a pig, and use the blood to sprinkle that vicinity, every spirit that stays there or inhabits that particular zone will automatically fly out. Okay? So, the Chinese people has principalities who feeds on the blood of a pig. So, these particular Chinese people, once they get into contact with river deities, they spill the blood of a pig and use the blood to neutralize the power. They neutralize the power of that river god. They don't subdue it. Subduing it means you take domino over it. And after that, when they leave that zone, that spirit will come back. No. They neutralize the power completely. That is why they are able to destroy a lot of water bodies in Africa, and the deities in those rivers, they don't do anything. They can't do anything. You can kill sheep or any other forms of animals. You can sacrifice it to appease them, but they can't do anything because their powers has already been neutralized. And that is the sole truth. They neutralize their power, bring them to square zero. So these Chinese people, they use the blood of a pork or a pig. Yeah, the meat is the pork rather. So every river god in Africa, once you spill the blood of a pig, automatically you have neutralized their powers. It's like the blood of a pig is like the potency of it is about 70%. It's about 70%. And menstrual blood is 90%. So literally, menstrual blood can neutralize every power, destroy every power. Every power. The menses, the monthly disintegration of the uterus, the surface of the uterus, that fluid, it can neutralize every power. So that is just that. So please, if you have any questions, you can bring it on board so that we can discuss of. I know exactly what I'm doing. I have been in so many corridors. When the Lord called me, he spent probably about 9 years in training me in the things of the spirit. When it comes to things that are highly susceptible to paranormal, mysticism, superstition, psychical science, demonology, all these things. Because I am a deliverance minister, and every deliverance minister needs to specialize in these corridors, or else you can't go far in life. You must know what you are to do every time. Okay, so get that. Please, if you have any question, you can as well bring it on board. I believe you people don't have anything. Okay, now let's proceed on. You see, of recent, you could see in majority of my videos where I've been mentioning 72 boats. Well, some of you people are familiar with that, and majority of you people are not familiar with that. Now, when we talk about 72 boats, it's not an ordinary boat, or let's say a thunderbolt or lightning bolt or anything of that sort. Now, Nenesika says, Papa, please, what about goats? I don't like goats because One, goat. Once you eat goat, you keep on fluctuating. You get a protrude stomach. 3, you have issues with pressure. And goat will give you a weak spirit, and that is the secret. That is why God himself, he doesn't like goats. That is why the other gods, they don't like goats. Goat meat brings your spirit down. You'll be fluctuating anyhow. Have you asked yourself why? So there is nothing good about goats. Have you asked yourself why the kings and queens, they always demand people to sacrifice sheep and not goats? Goat, that said animal, possesses magical powers. They are entities on their own. When you frequently eat goats, it will be very difficult for you to prosper. That is why it is the little boys who have not made it in life, they actually fancy those meat. You go to the restaurant or the chop bar, you see young boys who falls within the age range of 18 to 35 to 40 years, because they have just made some chicken change, $100,000-$200,000. They want to enjoy themselves, so they frequently eat goat. I'm telling you, in the next 2-3 months, you see them going bankrupt. Goat, when you rear a goat in a town, that particular town will never progress. The goat will bring curse to that town. Why? Because the goat is an animal that allows itself for Satan himself. There is no entity that can possess goat apart from Satan alone. Satan is the sole entity. I'm talking in respect of not Semai, but the Satan in this context is about the spirit of rebelliousness, the spirit of distraction. That is the nature of goats. So the more you eat goat, the more you become poor, the more sicknesses infiltrate your system. When you rear a goat in a town, that particular town will never experience prosperity. I'm telling you, do you know the reason why when you go to the northern region, there is no progress? Have you asked yourself? So the Asantes in some part of the town, when the northerners came to this part, you see, when the northerners came to Ashanti region, they brought some of the goats over here to come and rear it. But at a point, when the Ashanti kings and paramount chiefs, when they made consultation, they realized that these particular animals, they hold some powers that can impede the progress of that particular vicinity they find themselves. So they gave orders to those people who have goats at their possession to take them from the town. So goats can shatter your spirit, because goat is the only animal being possessed by Ba and Satan. Goat is the only entity that possesses that allow itself to be possessed by Ba. So goat, you eat once, you leave it. Now, those of you who are watching me, go out there and conduct this research. Go and eat goats and let's see what happens next. You see that you will experience a protrude stomach where there will be a lot of gas in your stomach. You'll be fluctuating just like that. Go and check it. I want you to bet me on this. Go and do this research. You'll be fluctuating anyhow. Have you asked yourself why you are fluctuating like that? The boys and girls who always eat goat, they fluctuate anyhow. Okay? And as to how much are you paying me for me to give you a secret? Now, do you know that goat symbolizes sin? Or you don't know? Do you know that goat as an animal, it symbolizes what we call sin? I don't want to go deeper, okay? I don't want to go deeper. So please don't, sorry, okay, don't stop eating goat. You can go ahead and eat goat, okay? Enjoy yourself. Don't pay much attention to what I'm saying, okay? Don't mind me. Especially a pregnant woman who eats a lot of goat meat, no matter what, you sell the destiny of your child, no matter what. If you eat too much goat, do you know that when a woman is pregnant and you have a goat in your house, then this goat is disturbing you, and you pick something like maybe a rod, a stick to hit this particular goat? Do you know that when you give birth, at the exact location where you hit this particular animal with a stick, you find the same mark, the same pain over there? Have you asked yourself why? Have you asked yourself why? Linda says, Papa, but they tell us that goat means great of all time. No, this is an idiomatic expression, like the greatest of all time. That is goat. We are talking about goats in animal form, the real goats that we have in our society. You as a man, anytime that you open your door, or when you have a business appointment and you encounter a goat, the goat at one glance, he will destroy all your opportunities. That is why majority of the Ashanti towns, the Ashanti kings, they don't allow them. You can't bring goat to that place because they know the evilness that follows that particular animal. Teresa Aklivi says, Papa, please, word of cow, please, you must pay me before I'll give you secret. This time around, I'm taking something before I'll give you secret. I'm telling you, goat is one of the evil meats. If you don't know, you don't know. Yes. Victor says, growing up, we heard stories about goats turning into humans at night. Yes. You don't know what the goat can do, eh? Goat can stand in fire, and the fire itself is afraid to burn goat. And you think the goat is doing that for no reason? That particular goat that is standing in fire, and the fire itself is not burning the goat, that goat possesses some magical powers. Do you know that under normal circumstance, goat is not supposed to climb tree, but you can get up and then you see your goat standing on a tree, have you asked yourself how it managed to get to that place? Have you asked yourself how it managed to get to that place? That is the power of good. Very devilish. Very, very devilish. Very devilish. Now, when you eat pig, anytime that you have an encounter in a dream, you become weak. You can't respond. The meat of a pig or the blood of a pig, it weakens your spirit. Okay? Goat is dangerous to more than pig, because goat has sold its body fully to the devil. So the direct representation of the devil is goat. Have you asked yourself why, when you sin, the Lord authorizates you to bring goat to come and pacify yourself with it? Why not sheep, but goat rather? Goat is the symbol of sin. Mark Norbert says, yeah, for goat matter is true. During Moses' time, God asked Moses to use goat for Azazel and sent away. Some of you are too small. You don't know what the world, you don't know what runs the world. Now, Mr. Victor says, yeah, true, senior. Scientists say that. Scientists say they stand in fire so the heat will kill parasites. But I've wondered why the fire doesn't harm them. The scientists, the only thing they can do is to give you give you an information from a human perspective point of view. Apart from that, there's nothing they can do. They don't know what happens behind closed doors. Okay. Patrick Ahin says, what about cow? And when you pay me, I'll give you the teachings about cow. Let me just leave it there, okay? Please, I'm not saying don't eat goat. I don't want you to go and stand anywhere and tell me that OPATAFUOR says we shouldn't eat goat. Okay? Eat it. Enjoy yourself. After all, at the end of the day, whatever that comes, you are the one that will face it alone. So don't bother yourself with my teachings. In fact, all what I'm saying is never true. Oh my goodness. Mr. John says, please, Papa, the Bible says Jacob fought with an angel before he was blessed. With all humility, can someone do same to his pastor or prophet for his or her blessings? Nana, when you fight me, I'll give you a curse. You think you are smart, eh? When you fight me, I'll give you a curse. Me, I'll not give you blessing. I'll make you cripple. I'm telling you the truth. So it's better you don't even think about or have that single thought in you. You're going to fight, because I know a lot of people who needs my blessing, and I'm intentionally mafiaing those people. I'll mafia you people. I know you need my blessings, and I know I have to bless some people. I know it. Some of you people, you are going through very well. Things are not good for you. And I'm the one. I've intentionally kept silent. Until I speak, nothing happens. It's Mashada. Mumubi Mashada na me bomb mafia. Mashada me per se. I want you to get burnt by the fire. Okay? Mashada onze mi mfi. Ye won krofo bi wa mutimi sugu awurade so saa na Jacob tumfo OPATAFUOR we your bibi. Mr. Papa Mate, nneɛma gu akwan mu a meyɛ ho nneɛma wo deɛ mɛyɛ ama wɔn nso mfi wɔn. I'm telling you the truth. It's not like what you have been doing. I don't see it or I don't hear. I see it every night. Where some of you people, you are broke, you need financial assistance. You need it. A bomb mafia. Me more who say, we are saying, Bibi oh my goodness. Mumu bi Kumasi ne Accra, America, Germany. Some people, they have been praying at night, telling God, and the Lord will tell you, OPATAFUOR, do this for this soul. I said, Papa, I'll do it. Like how Ananias did to Paul. When the Lord said to Ananias to go and pray, there was a prophet at the time of the Saul who later became Paul. When the Lord told Ananias to go and pray for Paul, when he got blind and he was living indoors, he intentionally delayed the healing of Paul because Paul was very stubborn and Ananias didn't like the attitude of Paul. So he intentionally delayed the healing of Paul for him to go through pains and endure pain. That is what I've done to some of you. I've turned on a deaf ear. I'll not pay attention. You weep. When you die, then we will come and pick you. Then we bury you. Okay? Don't worry. Some of you people are bomb mafia. You see, I'm not bothered. You see, you shouldn't push me to be saying things like that. All what I've just said is it's total lies. Okay? Don't pay much attention to it. Let's move on. Papa, in 88, I was with my friends in 88. Are you talking about 1988? Roger Joseph says, Papa, in 88, I was with my friends where we were coming from nightclub. We met a goat. It followed us to our area. And when we stopped, it stopped. When we moved, he moved. Hey, then Roger, you have a lot of things. So maybe there were that particular goat was one of the witches and wizards. Or yes, so it could be the principality who rules that particular territory. So get that, okay? I'm not being disobedient. I'm not being disobedient. I'm not being disobedient. It is allowed. When it comes to mafia, Linda, let me show you the realities behind anointing, okay? I'm not being disobedient. Now, this is the situation at stake. When the Lord said to Elijah, Eliyahu Hanavi, to go and then anoint Elisha and release all the powers and give it to him. Do you know what? Elijah knew from onset that when he releases the energy and give it to Elisha, at that moment, the Lord will turn his back on him and he will be completely forgotten. So do you know what he did? He made sure to ascend to the clouds, to the higher ends of heaven before he released the unction. It took Elijah almost 3 to 4 years before what the Lord said. Elijah confirmed the anointing on Elisha. Meanwhile, 3-4 years ago, the Lord had already instructed Elijah to go and confirm Elisha. Okay? So, for me to act in a hasty way to come and bless you depends on the relationship that you have with me. When I feel I have been honored, being respected, pronouncing a blessing onto your life is something that is common. It's cheap. Okay? So your relationship with me will determine how fast the unction will reach your doorstep. You must understand the realities. I'm the carrier. Do you think the Lord will give me all these powers, all this knowledge, all this money because of my own interest? No. He gave me this level of blessings because of you people's interest. But there are some people, you have selfish interest. You have grown some horns. I need to cut the horn down and make you know that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word later became God Himself. And you must understand. Okay? It depends. When you honor me, I wake up one day, call you to my secret chamber, bring you before the Elohim, and pronounce blessings. There is no single king. The keys to the house of David has been bestowed onto my shoulder. When the Lord says, bless this, then I'll bless the person. But oh my goodness. Linda says, Papa, but you know I love you rough, Papa. As for me, blessing or no blessing, I love you because you have taught me a lot in life. But Linda, you know you cheated on me. You are aware. You know you cheated on OPATAFUOR. So you are yet to prove your loyalty to me. Linda, you are aware of that. You cheated on me with a certain man of God. Linda, you are aware. You think I don't know? You cheated with me. You cheated on me with a certain man of God. Good. So that thing, anytime I want to give you some dollars, I remember that thing. Then I say, let me pause. Linda has not repented. Oh, Linda. Oh. Linda, greetings to your wonderful husband for me, okay? Tell him I respect him so much. Ernesto also says, Papa, please, you know we can't fanfool you, so we will wait. But when we call, please answer us more. Okay, don't worry. I'm going to appropriate a time where maybe each and every one of you, every year, I'll give you an opportunity to be calling me. You see, I don't like calls. I must tell you the truth. But when you send me a message on WhatsApp, I'll respond to you. I don't like voice note. Voice note irritates me. I like message. When you write it, I'll read it out and respond to you as quick as possible. Okay? Oh my goodness. Edward Papa Few, I've been seeing your course. It sounds good. You used to be my buddy. Look, listen to the word. You used to be my buddy. You used to be my buddy. So what happened? Papa Few. Jennifer Apia Asante. As for Jennifer, if I make mistake and give her some chicken change, Jennifer, I will not even hear from her again. Okay. So please let me move on, okay? Let me move on with today's message, okay? I quite remember when Mr. Osei came to me and then he decided to follow me. I said to him, well, I can make you rich. I can make you go on retirement at the early age where money will not be problems to you. But you see, I was actually testing his loyalty and I pushed him into a serious difficulty. And I used to torment and torture Osei Kofi. I will tell the higher heavens to withdraw all the blessings and all opportunities. Make him wallow in total darkness and see if he will become loyal to me. At times I'll call him. Then when he comes, I'll tell him to go and facilitate something for me. Then in his mind, when he's going, he'll be talking. It's a normal thing. And I'll be in the house listening to whatever that he's saying in their mind. But I just have to let it, I don't pay much attention to that. Now, at a point, I actually tightened the belt. One CD, he was not having it. Serious difficulty. He was complaining within himself. And I was just watching him. I pushed him into problems. A whole lot of things. Just testing, pulling his legs to see if he will become faithful. Now one day, I realized Ose Kofi is genuine. After testing him, I realized that guy is genuine. When he says he likes you, he likes you. So I have no option than shook his shoulder. And then I gave him a staff. I went to the higher heavens and prepared a spiritual staff. Like the one they gave it to Aaron. The Lord authoritated Moses to prepare a spiritual rod or a staff and gave it to Aaron, so that Aaron will use that particular power to assist Moses in facilitating the activities of the kingdom. So I had to prepare Mr. Osei. So I prepared him, anointed him, took him to higher dimensions, presented him before beings upon beings, and the beings, through me, they gained his trust, and they started communicating with him. Now he's enjoying life, okay? There is what we call help. I can help you. It's just a single thing. Maybe you need this, that. But blessings, where you become rooted in certain things, I must test you, because every blessing must come with an altar. So if I want to bless you, I must make sure to build an altar for you. I must make sure to empower you spiritually. I must make sure to fortify you so that somebody doesn't kill you early because of your money or the wealth you have amassed. I must make sure I upgrade your status spiritually for you to be able to communicate with higher beings. In short, I must assist you to get powers to operate on your own. And I'll be doing that for people. I give them powers. I can help you, give you the power right now, then you operate on my own, on your own. So this is how it is. I don't train people in such a way that the person doesn't know anything. Now, there are some of the pastors, when you follow them, you will not know anything, nothing. You'll be following them and you are blind. Me, it is not like that. I'll give you power, empower you, make some impartations for you, upgrade your status spiritual, your level, upgrade you. And as time goes on, I'll keep on upgrading you, blessing you. Now, Mr. Osei is enjoying life. Oh my goodness. So, Mary Magdalene, I believe you are watching me. Now, I decided to gift you powers, right? And you can attest to that. I gave you spiritual eye, a big eye that can communicate with you most of the times. Higher dimensions. the realm at which Edunfa was operating from that dimension. I have intentionally empowered you to bypass that dimension, just to prove to you that in the corridors of power, when we talk about power in the kingdom of God, OPATAFUOR 2, you can't exempt me. I did. So that is the whole issue. Okay. Rebecca Forsen, yes, it's accepted, because Bible says even when the Lord through his spirit appeared to Moses right at the desert from the burning bush, he said, I am the God of your forefathers, Abraham, Jacob, and then Isaac. The very moment Elijah, the prophet, released the unction unto the prophet Elisha, Elisha said something right at the Jordan when he had the intention of crossing the river Jordan back home. He said, the God of my father. And the God of his father was about our father. He was referring to the God of Elijah. So if you believe in your spiritual father, why can't you use his name? Why can't you use his name to channel energy to the higher heavens? You can do that, okay? It's accepted. There are some of the people, I must tell you the truth. There are some of the people, the very day they get closer to me, that day there will be a command from the higher realm instructing me to bless that person. Okay? There are some people, when they get before me, on that very day, there will be a command from the higher heavens authoritating me to bless those people. With that, I have no issue. Okay? So there are some of you, you are genuine, you are authentic, you have a clean heart, you loved the Spirit of the Lord genuinely, and because of that, the very moment you have an encounter with me, there will be an instruction from the higher heavens telling me to bless you, and I can't hesitate. I have to oblige by those instructions, and that's how we roll. So I'm just thinking about something where maybe if I see that the blessings of the Lord is going to be on a higher demands on the 29th of December, I'll cancel the show. Oh, OPATAFUOR. I'll cancel the show. I'm coming to me sure some mobile Jimmy 29th and I'm cancel show. A dining the Messias, you can come and do whatever that you want to do with it, okay? But me head on on the 29th of December, my cancel show, my bomb mafia, and now me ankasa make me a create problem spiritually now, but physical na program now so me pa make me the problem at America, UK, Ghana, na BBSC, na yenya sorry, na my program. I can do everything, I'm telling you. OPATAFUOR. Ohini Techi, yes. Ohini Techi is one of my obedient sons, and one day I'll give you something that will it will baffle you, okay? Your mind can't fathom. Yes, I know what I'm saying. Josephine Boatin says, Amino. Josephine, program the menya and Aminjai. Hey, Josephine say, oh no, Daddy. I'm one of the mafia boss. Now, let's get back to business regarding what I was saying. I told you that of recent, I've been mentioning the name boats in majority of the messages that I've been coming out with. Majority of people don't really know what we meant by that. Now, in the highest realm, in the highest heaven, where the Lord lives by himself, when you ascend to the rarefied sphere, beyond where the seraphims are stationed, beyond where the Hayot, that is the 4 living creatures, where they are stationed, there is a wall of light that is being placed before you get closer to the throne of God. That is the last wall of light that separates the Hayot from the Hayot and other entities from getting closer to where the throne is stationed or has been put. Now, this particular light, it has been embedded within that wall. That wall is actually the nodes that controls the flow of energy from the infinite to the finite world. It is the gears of the entire cosmic world, the entire creation. It's like a sub power station that the Lord used to regulate the activities, the actions, the behavioral patterns, everything that has to do with creation. It is being regulated at the place where these particular boats are stationed, where it is embedded within the wall of light. Now, the throne channels its energy and give it directly to this particular 72 power stations, where this power station, they receive the energy from the infinite, then they channel it to the finite world, where the Hayot, the 4 Hayot, they receive the light, channel it to the seraphims, and then it goes like that. They condescend down to a level where it penetrates all dimensions of creation. So without these 72 boats, the world can never operate. The 72 boats, it's like the engine of any car, the engine of any vehicle, the engine of any object that moves or that literally needs the help of engine before it can operate. Like, let's say the aircraft, the jets, the airplane and stuff like that, they all need the help of engine before it can work. So these 72 boats are the engine, the architecture of creation. It is through this 72 sub power station that the Lord used to facilitate the activities of the entire creation. So each and every one of these boats performs a special assignment in helping to facilitate the activities of the cosmos. Okay? So when I keep on saying that the boats, not an ordinary boat like how lightning boats and tender boats. No, I am actually referring to a 72 sub power station that was created by the Father himself. Why? Because The Father is so powerful to an extent where his creation can't get his direct emanation, like connecting to the direct source of our Father, which is probably the throne that he sits on, is an abomination, totally prohibited. There is no single power in this world, no being, no entity that can connect to our Father and receive from him directly. You will be incinerated, you will be annihilated completely. So, in the infinite wisdom of God, he intentionally created 72 bolts, which is a sub power station, where he operates, or he uses this sub 72 power station to receive from the infinite being himself to the finite world, which is where the angels, the other beings and luminous entities from all dimensions in their classics, in their categories and hierarchies, they are the finites, and the infinite are the throne, the Father himself. So the 72 bolts are the sub 72 power station that the Lord has created. And this 72 sub power station, it has a name, and some of them, their names are permitted to pronounce, and some of them, their names are not permitted to pronounce. Now, each and every one of these bolts comes with a specific function. You see, we living in our various homes, let me use this to cite an example, and by virtue of that, you will understand. You will be able to get the clear effigy of what I'm trying to tell you. Now, you know, when you come to Ghana, we have this Akosomo hydroelectric electric power, the power station. We cannot connect directly to the hydroelectric power. It has to be stepped down. So the Akosomo hydroelectric power station, they have built for themselves a sub power station, where this sub power station receives directly from the Akosomo hydroelectric power station. Once they receive from that end, they try and then distribute the energy across where they deem it fit. And then when they distribute it through power lines, you can't connect directly to a high tension wire. Once you connect to the high tension wire, it will destroy you. So it has to be stepped down to a level where we can use some of this power to power our phones, our computers, our TVs and stuff like that. So the main Akosomo hydroelectric station, where we generate power from the turning of the turbine, okay, we can't use that particular power. That power that it generates, it is raw power, and once you joke with it, it will destroy you. So in the intelligence of these engineers, they have built a substation where the substation will receive the power from the main Akosomo hydroelectric power station, and then they step it down to our level. So this particular 72 volts are the main substation of God, where these bolts are the nodes. Okay, they are the nodes that receives directly from the infinite. They step it down and then they circulate the power across the entire creation within the cosmos. So that is how it is. Now, each and every one of these 72 substations that has been created by the Father, it performs a specific function. Now, let us start from the 72. I will throw more light. I'll give you only 3 functions. I'll tell you a little history about the 72, the 71, and the 70. I'll tell you a little history about 72, 71, and 70. And as time goes on, if you want me to go ahead, I will explain everything to you. You see, they are the architecture or the gears of creation. The substation that has been built by those engineers to receive power from the Kosovo hydroelectric power station, it is the main gears that make sure it sees to the facilitation of our lighting system. So they can just click on something from that power station, and then a part of Ghana or a part where they have clicked can go an outright light out. So that is how it is. Now, on this 72, the 72nd power station is the power to unmake. Now, with this particular power, the Lord himself has never touched it. Now, in the history of creation, on one very fateful day, because of the behavioral patterns of humanity, it triggered the heavens, and God himself had wanted to touch or use the 72nd power station. But there was a prophet as at that time who went on his knees and begged the Father to not touch it. Now, in the history that is attached to this particular, the history that is attached to this particular 72nd boat is that this boat will be handed over to the Messiah. And once the boat, that particular substation, that power station is handed over to the Messiah, he will press the button, and all these foul entities and evil beings, they will all be uncreated. So if the Lord touches the 72nd power station, it means that all creations will be reversed back to its original state as how it used to be when God hadn't created the universe. So because of that, he has never used it. He has reserved that for the Messiah, where one day the Messiah will press that button, and Lucifer, Semai, witchcraft, evil entities, everything will be no more. That is why when you read the Bible says that when the Messiah returns to redeem his people, there will be no more sorrows, no more war, no more sin. No animal can catch any other animal, especially the carnivorous ones. Humans and lions will live at peace. All these things can happen when the 72nd boat has been touched. But the 72nd boat has never been touched, and it will never be touched. But you see, there are higher beings who has been put in charge of all these substations, where they are the heads who helps to champion the causes of the actions and everything regarding a singular substation. Let's say when you go to the Akosomo hydroelectric power station, we have engineers, and all the engineers are not equal. There are champions among them. We have their heads, their directors, their main senior engineers, and things like that. The same thing also implies to this. On this sub power station that was created by the Lord, he has angels that he has given them power, and he has shown them how to regulate the activities that connote to that single sub power station. So, but when it got to this 72nd boat, now when he created the being who is supposed to see to the activities, the regulation of the activities of this particular 72nd, he created this being and kept him in total darkness, where he is not allowed to come out. What he does is that he has 72 wings, like how some of the angels, some of the seraphims, they has 70. Some of the angels, they have 6 wings. When you read Isaiah chapter 6, the seraphims that had an encounter with Isaiah, they were having 6 wings and stuff like that. But there are other entities that goes beyond that number of wings that is being possessed by those seraph. Now, with this particular entity in this context, he has 72 eyes. He has 72 wings. And what he actually does with it is that he has never been allowed to open his eyes, because at the gaze from this particular being, when he opened his eyes and look at a single or a particular object, that particular object will be one time unmade. Okay, so this angel has been kept in total darkness, where he is not allowed to come out, and he has not been allowed to open the eyes, because once he opens the eyes must see something, and the thing that the eyes will see, it will be completely destroyed, it will be unmade. So the keys to this 72nd operation, the Lord never showed anybody. He has never showed anybody how to operate this 72nd sub power station, because it is the dangerous among all the power stations. And there is a name that is written on this substation, the 72nd, and that name I have been shown, but I can't mention it. Once I mention the name, it means I have volunteered myself to be uncreated. So after everything, the Lord will hand the keys and the manual as to how to regulate the 72nd power station, and then all the evil things, right from the Akashic records, right from the negative traits that has been quoted within the patterns of our bloodline, all the evilness, all demons, all the marine kingdoms, all those spirit entities, Lucifer, they will omit them, and that day onwards there will be no sin, there will be no evil. This is where the world will experience goodness, full of joy, full of happiness. So on that faithful day, the Lord will give the kings and relinquish everything to the Messiah. And the Messiah is the only one that is entitled to pronounce the name that is written on the 72nd. On the 72nd, right at the forefront of this power station. Nobody has the right. I have been shown, but I can't mention it. I can't even think of or even contemplate on that particular name. Once I do that, I will find myself in problem. Now, when you read the Bible says something in Revelation. It says there is a name that is written on the garment of the Messiah on the very day that he will sit on the throne and judge all nations. There is a name that is written on a garment, and that name nobody knows apart from the Messiah alone. This is the name that we are talking about, And the name is the 72nd boat. The name of the Lord that is at the entrance of this particular boat. The boat is like a form of garment that will be worn by the Messiah, okay, to give judgment and verdict, as at that moment where he will release that energy to uncreate all the negative energies, the demons, and all the torture, torment, pain, sorrow, all these things, backbiting and stuff like that. He will uncreate all, reverse it back to its normal state as how when they hadn't been created. And that is the 72nd boat, the history behind it. So it is an extreme dangerous thing. So when they said in Revelation that worthy is the Lamb to receive power, that was what they were talking about. He is worthy to receive the power of the 72nd boat. There is no being, no prophet, no angel, nobody that is worth it to receive the 72nd boat. Nobody has the power to uncreate any being, because the being you are going to uncreate, you have also sinned. It is only the Messiah that has attained to a level where he has perfected his soul. So because of that, he is the only one that can give a genuine verdict or judgment, where he has the power to pronounce those judgments. You don't have it. Okay? So that is how it is. Now, the 71st boat is the boat of the executioners. Now, this boat is what the Lord uses to maintain justice. When a demon is bullying its fellow demon, and then the demon cries unto the higher heavens, now they press the button of the 71st, and then a judgment comes from that place. After the 72 judges have sat on the case and given out their verdict, the punishment you be served will come from the 71st boat. So the 71st boat is not meant for human. It is meant for other creatures that are a little bit higher than us, like principalities, archangels, angels, messengers, spirit beings, the Hyods, and all these. We call it the executioners. This 71st boat maintains justice in the system within the higher dimension. So this 71st boat, it's not something that you can joke with it. Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Extremely dangerous. It regulates the justice system of nature. So when somebody says nature, the laws of karma, when you throw a stone at the wall, it will bounce back to you. All this saying, they are able to say some of these things because we have the 71st boat in action. So they uses this 71st boat to regulate the entire system. And I can mention the name that is hanged at the entrance of this particular sub power station. Okay? Now, the 70th boat is the boat that when it is turned on, a soul disappears. So this boat, because of its functionality and its nature, you can't joke with it. Now it is called king. When you say King of Kings, anytime that you open your mouth and say King of Kings, in your mind you are referring to the Lord. But you see, King of Kings is the 70th boat. And the 70th boat, what it does is that Once it is being turned on, even the Messiah cannot avert. The Messiah cannot turn it off. And the reason why the Messiah cannot turn it off is because that is the nature of it. Even the Messiah himself, when they turned the boat on, it dealt with him seriously. So the 70th boat, it's the boat that when it is being turned on, a living species disappears from the surface of the earth. You will kick the bucket. You kick the bucket. It will retrieve your soul from your body, where the boat will make your system go blank. So anybody who dies in this world, remind yourself that OPATAFUOR says the 70th boat has been triggered. They used the 70th boat to take the life of so many people, so many prophets, everybody, even Abraham. 70th boat, when it turned on, he was not able to avert it. It took his life. Sarah, Gideon, Joshua, all these beings, the 70th boat, when they pressed that button, they lost their life. So this substation operates on two notes, that is immortality and mortality. When there is an angel, if there is an angel misbehaving, and the Lord wants to put that angel to sleep, I'm talking to kill it. Killing it is not an appropriate word. If the Lord wants to put that particular angel to sleep, or that demon, he presses on the 70th boat. So when you are coming to this world, they wire you and connect you back to this 70th boat. There is a life wire connecting your soul to this 70th boat. And once it triggers, when they press it on, you kick the bucket and leave this earth. You leave this body, and your soul will be trapped back. So the main function of this 70th boat is to see to it that it takes the life of every being. And the reason why it is called the King of Kings is because it gives the Lord who created that boat the power of immortality. It grants him power that goes beyond all things. So because of that, he is the King of Kings. When we say King of Kings, it means a being who will never taste death. So God, the Father, is the only one who will not taste death. So the 70th boat is an attribute attributed to him, called the King of Kings. Nobody can be a King of Kings, no demon, no evil spirit, apart from the Father who created the 70th boat. Okay? So the 70th boat, every human being here on earth has a life wire that is connecting your soul to this 70th boat. And when the time is due, they will press on the boat. You can never attain immortality here on earth. They will press the boat. They will press the boat. And once they activate the boat will cause your soul to leave your flesh, to come back. Okay? And sometimes too, because of the nature of we humans, the appropriate time, or the time that has been appropriated for every human to live here on earth, sometimes because of your behavior, your actions, and how you carry yourself, it can trigger the 70th boat to pick your life whilst your life is not due. They can press on the button of the 70th boat, cause your spirit to leave your body whilst your time is not due. So if you see anybody dying, God regulates the mortality and immortality right from the power station of this 70th boat. Okay, so any spirit, so if I tell you that I can kill a dwarf, you will not believe it, but indeed you can kill a dwarf. You can kill a river goddess. You can kill a river god. Why? You can do this because of the 70th boat. You can use it to cause them to die. So that is why most of the times I tell you that I can destroy a water deity, or I can kill a water deity. When I tell you that I can do that, I can do this because of the 70th boat. I know how to trigger this 70th boat, cause it into action. Now, apart from that, there are other boats. Those boats also have their functions. Okay, there are other boats. They also have their functions. For you to experience the sun, some part of the boat will be turned on so that the sun will shine. For a rain to rain. Now the scientists have lied to you that the heat or the vapor from the earth will ascend to the higher heavens, and when it condenses, it returns back as rain, based on scientific explanation. But that is not the truth. There is a boat that regulates the flow of water. When the weather becomes chilly, when the weather becomes chilled, then they turn some of the boats off. They have to just put it out, just like that. And that region will not experience what we call sun at all. So, like some of you living in Canada and other parts of the world, when you experience that chilly weather, they probably have to turn out some of the boats that regulate weather. You see, that regulates weather. Now, the first boat. Let me speak a little about the first boat. The first boat is the boat of creation. Before God created the heaven and earth, he was living in the first boat. And the first boat is the power of creation. It is the power of the Messiah. So the 72nd boat and the first boat are the opposite side. This creates and this uncreates. Now, when you heard of the Spirit of the Lord was hovering on the surface of the earth, and the Lord declared that let there be light, and there was light. It was not a mere light. It was the activation of the first boat, where it brought about sun, moon, daytime. That is the activation of the first boat. Okay, now these sub boats has some special features, but I will not talk about it. Okay? So, in a nutshell, the boats that I've been saying most of the times, it is a substation, the nodes of creation that receives from the infinite and transfer it into the finite dimension or the finite realm. The gears, the architecture of creation is what we call the boat. All the powers of God has been wielded into the throne, and you can't have an encounter with the throne. So they have created a substation where the substation will be receiving from the throne. Then from the boat, they give it to the other substations like the seraphims, the living creatures, the cherubims, the ophanims, the eralims, the hasmalims, and all these beings. So in a rarefied sphere beyond where these particular seraphs and Hayot has been stationed, there is a pillar of light where the boat has been bedded in it. Okay, so when we say boat, that is it. Now, the 33rd boat is the wisdom of God. He only gave the 33rd boat to Jesus. No being has ever been given full access of the 33rd boat. The 33rd boat is the complete form of wisdom of God. How he had the wisdom to create the world, how he had the wisdom to create angels, how he had the wisdom to create humans, how he had the wisdom to create the constellations, the other natural bodies like trees, animals. How did he get all this wisdom? All this wisdom has been stationed at the 33rd boat station. This is where the wisdom is. Now, when you are entering this particular substation, there is a word in front of the substation where you must say it 7 times. And when you say it 7 times, you enter this particular power station. And when you enter there, they will probably give you a fruit. And when you have a bite of this particular fruit, you will get divine wisdom. A wisdom that is never before. You become so intelligent, like how the Messiah used to be. You become so intelligent more than even angels. You know that at the normal circumstance, all the angels are intelligent than humans. But once you eat this particular fruit that will be given to you on the 33rd boat station, you become highly intelligent. There is no man that can travel to the moon. Don't be deceived. There is no man. No man can travel to the moon. The rubbish these Americans are doing, don't mind them. Okay? They are just staging things to cover up certain things. Nobody can go to the moon. I'm telling you the truth. Nobody can go to the moon. Now, this is it. So the 33rd boat, when you are granted access, it will show you the wisdom, the knowledge that the Lord was having, the knowledge that he has had, and the ones that he is yet to receive. You know that in the 33rd boat station, the boat was created in such a way that, okay, the boat was created in such a way that it generates wisdom and understanding every second. When the clock ticks like this, okay, it generates new wisdom of power. And then they give this wisdom to people who are wealthy. Okay? So, the Messiah, when he perfected all his ways and ascended to that dimension, that realm, he was granted the keys to access the 33rd boat. And when he went there, at the entrance, there is a word. And when you enter that realm, that word becomes your name. That word becomes your name. That word becomes your name. So the real name of the Messiah, some of you will say Jesus Christ, some of you will say Yeshua. But me and the higher beings, we don't call him any of these names. These are earthly maternal tongues. But in the higher realm, there is a specific name that is being given to the Messiah. Okay? Now, should I continue or I should stop? It's like I'm giving you people too much secret. So let me stop, okay? Or else you get certain things. And I don't want you to get certain things. Let me stop there. Okay, that's just by the way. Greetings to you once again. My goodness. So please, that's just by the way. I think at least today I have introduced to you at least I have introduced to you and explained into details what the boat is all about. Okay. God bless you all and bless you so much. So that's just by the way. Please, you can ask any question at the comment section in case if you have any. Ask your questions. I've given you 10 minutes. Ask your questions. You know my hair is very bushy, right? So Monday I had to go early in the morning. I have to go and cut it, and I'll do justice to that. Esther Ajiman, your ears is sweeting you, so you want me to continue. How much are you paying for mysteries? Very soon I will charge before I'll give you mysteries. Mr. Glover, he says, I love you, Papa. For the sake of your love, let me continue. Somebody is loving me over there. So now, let me proceed. So as to how you people call Jesus Christ, and then the Jewish people also calls him Yeshua. In the higher realm, we don't call him with that name. But because he entered into that 33rd station, that name has become his name. Okay? So in the realms of the spirit, we call him Ohaganus. The real name of Jesus is Ohaganus. I'm not supposed to tell you this. He is the Ohaganus. Jesus, the Messiah, is the Ohaganus. There is no being that can bear that name. He is the Ohaganus. And the Ohar Ganus, the meaning of this name, it translates to our language as the hidden light. Jesus is the hidden light. Jesus is the hidden light of the world. Okay? Jesus is the hidden light of the world. Okay? The light that existed, the light that the Lord himself, the Father himself, used to create the world. He is the light of the world. He is the primordial light, the light to which, after the Father has created the world, he said, let there be light. He is the Ohar Ganus, the primordial light of the Messiah. And that is it. So that is just by the way. So you can't access this realm after the Lord creating the 33rd bolt. He concealed it and reserved it for the righteous. So it is only the righteous people who can access this particular Ohar Ganus. And the Ohar Ganus, the very first day of creation, the Ohar Ganus was at play. And that is the Messiah. That is, the Messiah is the head of all righteous people. You people. The hidden lights. Okay? That is why till today, the Messiah has lived in a concealment. People are waiting, the entire Israelites, they are waiting for the Messiah to come. But they don't know that he will come when he is bringing judgment to the world. And he has already witnessed or experienced the earth. Why? Because he was in concealment. He is the hidden light, the light that permeates the very essence of all creation. Okay? The hidden light that permeates the very essence of all creation. The life that existed, that was there, and that has come. That light is the Ohar Ganus. And that light is the Word. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word became God. And the Word is the Messiah. He was with the Father. He became human. Then he returned back in reinstalling his original status. That is the Messiah. So the 33rd bolt, if you are fortunate to be invited into that realm, that day you'll be graced. So you'll be graced with that opportunity to have a share in that hidden light. And from that day, they will give you a measure of the spark of the Messiah, not just a single spark, a measure of the spark, where you will not be like how it used to be. There are so many people who had the opportunity to enter into the Ohar Ganus realm. They became a hidden light in their generation. Now, This man, Melchizedek, as at the time of Abraham, he was the Oha-Ganus, where he was living in a concealment. He was the hidden light. And when you actually read about him, you could see that the Bible says Melchizedek can be compared to the Son of God. And the reason being is that he entered into the 33rd boat, which is the hidden light. And the Messiah granted him the fullness of his parts. So Melchizedek took on the form and shape of the Messiah, operating at almost the same frequency of the Messiah. Okay? Now, before Melchizedek, there was somebody called Zadok. Now, when you look at the name of Zadok, the meaning of Zadok and the meaning of Melchizedek, it sounds the same. Zadok means righteousness. Melchizedek means the king of righteousness. And you see, Zadok was the one who trained Melchizedek. Zadok was the one who trained Melchizedek. Now, in the history, there are only 3 people who is being recognized as the high priest of God himself. And that is Zadok, Melchizedek, and the Oha-Ganus, the hidden light. They are the hidden light. They are the high priest of the Lord himself. These 3 beings entered into the 33rd boat, and all the knowledge that the Lord used in creating the world, how the Lord regulates the activities, how did the Lord created an angel, how did the Lord created seraphims, how did the Lord created the earth, how did the Lord created humans, how did he create blood, how did he do all these things? All these things is hidden in the light, and the light is the Messiah. He is there. He doesn't have end. He doesn't have days. He permits every essence of life, and he is the Oha-Ganus. You see, it shall be well. Bye bye. Mark, I don't understand what you are saying, okay? So the 33rd boat, you don't know what it will take you. You don't know what it takes. The Messiah is there. The Messiah, he is the hidden light. He is the beginning. He is the Alpha, everything. Oh my goodness. The hidden light. When the Lord created heaven and earth, he created all this out of the hidden light. The very first day, the hidden light was in the Father, and it came out. And when it came out, the hidden light was probably the Father, the Son, So if we say Jesus is the light of this world, there's no debate. Don't debate over issues because you don't know how he became the light of this world. Maybe you are hating him for no reason because of maybe you have one or two things to do with the nation Israel. You don't like the nation Israel, but don't deceive yourself. The Messiah, he permits the very essence of all life. Okay, good night, and God bless you. When you have time, do a research on the hidden light, the Oha Ganus, the Messiah. But be very careful they don't deceive you.
Emanayigo prophet OPATAFUOR Yejinu grevi yendie na yejinemu Emanayigo prophet OPATAFUOR Yeba Abaya sasima eyesano nyami ayano Nana basano ebeti akedi afuo Obebu dambia dampaini we yisumu wakuradi ebie Emanayigo prophet OPATAFUOR Eradias yes no sound my dentene And say shaky And I say usumpa Nichire benge no Yebe unu OPATAFUOR nsem And say Ghana maye misimu se monye kuma Efisa ya mumuna OPATAFUOR no afiri apa Ono na wadi erade hume wone so ono Beba beji erade maye free kwa yemo Okana esi ofra na eba Yejino grewi na yejinemu Emanayigo prophet OPATAFUOR no Yejino grewi yendie na yejinemu Emanayigo prophet OPATAFUOR Adiradi na prophet OPATAFUOR no Akanesio afiraneba Yejino grewi na yejinemu Emanayigo prophet OPATAFUOR Yejino grewi yendie na yejinemu Emanayigo prophet OPATAFUOR